What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Now, it does say the Stanley Parable 10, but if any of you have ever played this before, you know that doesn't exist. I made this up, but as far as I know, it should just be the same. But I guess, we're gonna see together. Now, I hope this entertains you enough to like, share with your friends, maybe come back to another one of my videos, and it would mean the world if you subscribed. Let's get right into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I love this dude's voice. I haven't
Stanley
played this game in a
worked for
hot
company
minute,
in
by
a
the way.
big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and
He seemed like he would be the host of a game show.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although
low-key, depending on what the pay was.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly.
Depending on what the pay was, I would love this job.
Stanley,
like, if I could just do that for as a 401k a year.
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never
I would
quite
love
forget.
that.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had shown up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
It's because no one likes you, bro.
The company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he
Stanley has wits.
Stepped out of his office.
I know this game adapts from how you play. So, just for that, we're only going to look around for a little bit. Because we're going to try and see everything we can. Actually, no, he just said he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. Why do I kind of slide a little bit? Okay, so we can't jump, guys. Nah, I got you. Can't crouch. I think that was the first achievement I earned in this game. You can't jump.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
See?
But it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Well, screw you. I'm gonna keep touching things. Touch, touch, touch. I touch all the things I want to. Ooh, there are balloons. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. Can I have a balloon? I want a balloon. Balloon. Oh, okay.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click
What
a door
trophy?
5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Got you. Ready, boys? 3, 2, 1, go!
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Alright, boys.
50 clicks.
Gotta lock in.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this
Oh,
trophy
come
to have
on,
meant something.
bro. I don't even know where you are, but you're killing me.
Valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Alright, boss. If you say so. Where's 417? You're not 417. 420s. Button. Button.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
Where's 437? Hang on, just to be sure. Okay, yeah, I definitely hit the thing. 437.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
What the heck, broski? You're being mean.
Now back to door number 437.
Why am I running around for this, man? I don't know, but you know what? We're gonna do this together, boys. And ladies, if there are any
The coffee
ladies.
machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Why am I running around for you? 417. So not you.
Now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
418. This is. Oh, so I can crouch. This is 419's
Yes,
desk.
this is great. Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
Alright, bruh. I don't think 416 even exists. No! 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 Wow. Alright. Well, since door 416 doesn't exist, let's keep going. I got my bucket. I got my bucket. I got my bucket.
And
I got...
entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I want doors. One of these doors has got to let me in.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
Yes,
Stanley
I love being here with my bucket. You know, my bucket. Your name is now. Your name is now Jeff.
Lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrill! No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
All I'll do
And so
is
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
if I just come here. But like, oh, but like something's calling to me. But it's just like an ominous red button though. But like, okay, let's go. I hope this doesn't kill me. Bucket, hold me. Bucket, hold me, I'm scared.
Oh, good Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original
Is this an
Stanley
intervention?
Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Yes,
Don't you
I
want
like
to
my
tell a story
bucket.
involving the Adventure Line?
Not
We
really.
can make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay. I will tell you, I've never played this before.
Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Oh, wacky line,
and it
trademark.
had some silly music as well.
Oh, I'm feeling this music.
Now this is what the Stanley
No, I wanted my
Parable is all
music.
about. Don't you remember all those great
meanie?
jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, I can't. I can't give up. I can't give up Jeff. He's my friend. An extremely long and dark hallway with an ominous red light at the end. What could possibly go wrong? Yo, future me, is there a jump scare?
Stanley, we need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. It
Jeff.
also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
It's Jeff, though.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I don't want to. He's Jeff. He's my bucket. My bucket.
Listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I
No!
don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like...
Well, I don't like how my screen is shaking.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise
Let me out!
the fans will be clamoring for
Let me
after
out!
this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I tried to give it the bucket. I tried. What happened?
My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Am I dead? What's going on? Am I alive? Am I dead? Oh, we're back here again. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It takes a lot of
Give me
humility
bucket.
to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
I want to go over there. I want to play this game.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just going to keep spamming jump.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's
Closet
office was where he'd find answers. All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really
It's a bucket!
variety of applications for this sticker.
I want to chill in here.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. I'm going to just chill here. There once was a ship that put to sea, in the name of it was the Billy on sea, and the wind blew hard about it down. Blow, my bully boys, blow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue is done, we'll take our leave and go. Okay, I'm done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, me and my bucket. Me and my bucket are best friends. What the heck? No! Where am I going?
Hold on. What's this?
What?
Eight.
Eight.
The Stanley Parable 8?
Eight.
No. This doesn't look right at all. The Stanley Parable takes place in an office building. There are doors and branching paths. This is just a button that says
I want to see one of you like remixers that like takes audios of random videos and then makes them into something new. I want to see you take this. Just
Eight.
And
then same beat drop.
Literally just this 8 button. And what's worse is that you seem to be having a better time with this nonsense game than with the story I wrote for you.
Yes, I am having quite a fun time. I'm quite. I'm having quite the fun time.
Or what the 8 button is, but apparently you're having a riveting time with it. And
Indeed,
frankly,
I am.
don't even want to pander to someone who finds this enjoyable. So with that, I guess just go ahead and enjoy the Stanley Parable 8.
Okay, but like, in all seriousness, where the hell in the freak do I get out of this place? It's just 8. I guess I just sit here and keep hitting 8 button. 8. 8.
8. 8.
1,
8.
2,
8.
3,
8.
4,
8.
5,
8.
6, 7,
8.
8.
8. 8. 8.
Is there straight up nothing I can do? Let me out!
8. 8. 8.
Alright guys, if this continues for much longer, I'm just going to reset the game. But for
8.
now, please bear with me as 8.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
8. 8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8. 8. 8.
I don't,
8.
I don't know what to do.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
I don't know what to do. I'm just resetting. Begin the game again. Also, don't you guys love how it's a the end is never 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 the
All
end.
of his co-workers
Where's
were
my
gone. What could it
bucket?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps he
want
had simply
my
missed a moment.
bucket!
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Where's my bucket? I want my bucket! Bucket!
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate.
I'm happy now. I have my bucket. Jeff is back where he belongs. Door. Other door.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I entered the door on my left because I'm not an idiot. Let's get back to where I was.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth
Speed.
and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, acknowledge my bucket. Don't click on that. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely curse. Don't click on the... good to know. Don't click on the bucket. With the freaking... Don't click on the mirror. Elevator. I want to go up. Hey. Yo, Stanley's vibing. Stanley and Jeff are vibing. I wonder what my character design would look like in this. Just freaking holding my bucket. Scoop the water. Pull the... Scoop the water. 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 Okay, so that was absolutely pointless. Good to know. Cool.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
1, 2,
Stanley
3,
may have
4.
broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always.
Wait.
The bucket would.
20,
And he knew it. The two of them were
26.
inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Buttons. 5545.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Ah.
$2845.
I can tell bro's getting mad at him. You know, just for funs, I'm gonna be the ultimate rage baiter now. Whatever he says, I'm going to not do it.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What happens if I just keep? What if I type in the code now? That did absolutely nothing, but like, bruh. I don't like that very much. Okay, I guess we have to go this way. Oh, there's lights. I suddenly feel less scared. That's the beauty of it.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Don't you love that?
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I didn't like that. I hope you're right. Bucket, you
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the
Bucket, you stay with me.
mind control facility.
But like there's escape. Oh. But like, but like I said I was gonna rage bait, but like it's the story, but the rage bait, but the story, but the escape, but the. Okay, I hope I don't regret this.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
You know what? I'm gonna take your advice on that. I'm gonna just turn my happy self back around and walk the other way.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Believe it or not, I just realized that I didn't want to die.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I love how you address my bucket as a person. Because yes, the bucket is a person to me.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket
Where's
had
me?
never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Ah, CB437. But yeah, the problem is, it still doesn't answer the question, where the frick are my boys?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. "No!" he screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
No!
His own life in someone
you,
else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yes, the bucket is my only friend.
But here was the proof.
Bucket!
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, and if it's mind control, that's bad, right?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
There's no way it's that easy, right?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching
Goals!
anyway,
Write that on my bucket list.
and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Bucket
True,
list.
it was a simple life
But,
they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening?
Oh no! I knew it! I knew it was too good to be true!
Was not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible
My bucket!
Of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
But it's mine!
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while
So you're telling me I can't beat the game because of this
Stanley realized
bucket?
He would never again leave this very room.
Oh,
At least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
My bucket is here, though. I'm okay. I have my bucket. Is that it? I couldn't leave because of the bucket? There's no way! Bro, you spent that entire time regarding my bucket as a person! Just to not let me leave! Well, guys, that's probably where I'm gonna end it. Again, hopefully this entertained you enough to like, share with your friends, and to maybe even come back to another video, and it would mean the world if you subscribe. If I'm going to see you in another video, see you there. If I'm not, peace.